Hello and welcome to another episode of GOA365's Story Behind the Story. Now, just a small, my gyan before we start off. Like we have carried a couple of episodes on SBS of Law and Order and on road accidents of 2023 with a introduction by me saying that in 2023 this is the scene. So what has changed? Has it changed? Has it not changed? Now, today, some of the people on that panel are there on this panel, and to discuss what is happening on the situation about the policing by people who I will vouch saying very capable cops, very good politicians, but how they are letting this state of ours slide down a slippery slope to where I don't know. Starting off with a very seasoned panel with my good friend Bosco Bab George, former DIG of police. I think till today the first DIG, Goan DIG. Bosco Bab, welcome to us. You were there in 23 also and you are there now also. Yeah. Secondly, another good friend of mine, Francis Bab Coelho, politician, political activist. I don't know. He wears many hats. We have to let him decide what he is. Ultimately, let him explain himself. Francis Bab, welcome to our show. Pratima Bai Coutinho, very good friend of mine, firebrand, political activist as she like to be known, but she is more into social activism. Pratima ma'am, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Jay.
And Elvis Bab Gomes could have been IAS, but GPSC, now politician from the Congress. Elvis Bab Gomes, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Bosco Bab, very clinical situation of what policing is all about and what is happening today. It is good policing, bad policing, because we have seen, in fact it's relevant because Ravi, the late Ravi, he was there at that time when he put a lot of things in order. Also he got stuck in that Scarlet issue. That's one of my big stories at that time. What is policing actually? Forget about everything. What is policing actually? What is enforcement of law and order? I brought Elvis Bab, not as much as a politician, but for his administrative experience. That's why we will talk to him later. But you, as a career cop.
See, in 1857 Police Act that has come, the priority had been very clear. First is prevention of crime, detection. Means first prevent it. If it happens, then you detect it. And then comes the general security and well-being of the people. But the policing has increased vastly now. Today, then you have transport, so you have the traffic. Today, you come down further, there is cyber, there is terrorism. So the portfolio of the policing has expanded very widely, and all this is new challenges that the police are facing, and the police have been able to face these challenges that have come up, whether it is in terrorism, whether it's cybercrime. Maybe we have been a step behind, but these things are there. With this, you have to also understand society has been also changing in that way. Goan society, if you go in particular, what was the Goan society at the time of liberation and what is it now?
Why liberation? 10 years back?
No, let's put it. I mean, the changes that have given, and suddenly it has spiked to change it drastically. With the influx of tourism, do we have the policing to deal with it? You are going to have the policing during the days when we were there. It used to be like from morning, say 6 o'clock in the morning, by 8 o'clock, dead. Today it is a continuous flow. There are casinos, there are nightclubs, it's become a party destination. Do we have the men and technology to meet this
And the
such a
training.
thing?
And the
No,
training.
training will not be a big thing. We will be able to train our men. Our men are trained in soft skills. Our men are trained in this thing. Because finally we are not getting imported people. We are getting boys from our own country, from our own state. They are media savvy. They are tech savvy.
Media savvy, I don't know. Tech savvy.
Tech
maybe.
savvy. Yeah, I will say. They are tech savvy. They will able to handle it. We need to specialize. We need to concentrate on this new aspect, especially Goa per se, because of the tourism part of it, and the person to be deployed in that field needs a lot more. Now, in certain states, terrorism is a big problem. You need the specialization over there. We may not need the terrorism. We may have a unit, but it may not be the need of the hour. But the need of the hour today is the increasing influx of people that are coming. You go to the railway station, you see a huge crowd. Where is the policing? I don't know.
There is no policing.
You go to the airports, they are full. Not now, forget one, now you got 2 airports. So these are the changes that have come place, and the policing has to can be overcome with that. And again I put it, it's not only men. You need all the equipment. If you have, where are your cameras and all? I mean, this makes it scientifically
easier
to
force
this.
multiplied becomes. Yes, absolutely.
So, but we go to the tradition where we want to show off force and all those things.
In modern society, that you hardly find police on the road.
Yeah.
You find,
But see, you don't find police on the road, but there is vigilance. There is
even then there are issues like that.
Yeah.
Even then there are issues like
here
the
we
UK
are,
one. At
here
WhatsApp.
we are missing the men on the road, and we are also missing the
technology.
technology on the road.
Francis Bab, now I want your take on this, because you come from a political background, and you have been in Mumbai, where the cops were very good, and like Rajasthan cops are not so good, but in Mumbai at least cops are good. So what is your take on this police? You feel our policemen are not good. You feel our politicians are good, not good. Why is it that we seem to be sliding, or we seem to see this open, blatant defiance of the law and of the thing, which is very conveniently being pushed on outsiders? Ultimately, as per law, if you're 15 years in Goa, you are an insider. One thing, you're getting free houses also. So where is the question of outsider? These are all our people, whether Goans of people of Goan origin, or people by naturalization, or people as per years spent here. They are all Goans. So I don't think you guys as politicians or as police can take anybody's outsider. Whoever creates a crime is a Goan. Yes, with this my bit, what would be your take on this?
See, I listened to what Bosco sir had to say. I feel that there is a problem currently, is that the trust is very badly shaken. The trust of the Goan people, the normal Goenkar, his trust in policing is completely shaken.
Fear also.
Yes, so they are very scared to go to the police, which used to not be the case in Goa. This used to be the case in some states where law and order is really, really bad, like UP and Bihar and all. But this was never the case in Goa. And now why has that happened is because there have been a rise in assaults. You see the dacoities that have happened in Mapsa, the Dempo's house in Dona Paula, those things are not solved. There are gang fights happening in South Goa.
Outside the police station,
outside the police station at Panjim yesterday, there was I don't know whether it was a gang fight or it was a fight between two groups. But the fact that two groups can fight outside the police station.
Which two groups who are going out for a amicable walk in the park early morning, roam around with pepper spray and knuckle dusters?
No. So that fight has happened somewhere else. It has reached the police station, and outside the police station, the lack of fear has made them to continue that fight. The fact that they are not scared of the Panjim police station and the PI who is sitting inside, or the entire police force that is stationed over there, and they are being aggressive outside that police station, just shows that there is no fear for the police for these kind of elements, these criminal elements. Or
Is
these
it
kind
because
of
of social society? It does not allow the cops to you know, if they take any hard action, then they come out on TV and they start criticizing the cops. Is that the reason? And then they say like, okay, you bribe these cops. Is it that is the reason why?
No, see, I'll tell you what.
Police are,
you know, if you look at
police are not bothered. Okay, fine.
If you look at
your problem.
if you look
Is it
at
because of that?
if you look at what happened in Bombay during, there was a time in Bombay where the underworld was rampant and they were doing a lot of things.
Yes.
The Bombay police till date, history has written about it that they went all out and dealt with them. There was a backlash. NGOs came up, human rights activists came up and said the police is doing this, the policing doing that. But the end result was what? That there was peace and harmony and the underworld was kept under control. Right? I feel in Goa the same thing can be done.
Ravi Naik, the late Ravi Naik.
Yeah,
we were there.
Yeah, that's a great example.
We were
Ravi Naik
the
did
prime
it.
of our youth, so as to say. He did it.
Ravi Naik did it in Goa, and he proved that he didn't complain. He didn't say that like na police sarke na ya sarke tante sarke. He used the same police force, the same systems, the same processes, the same training, and he ensured surely, but like completely that this entire gunda giri that was going on was completely reduced.
Because
right?
he gave a free hand.
Yeah.
I was a witness to some of the things that the cops have done, including to MLAs. He gave a free hand.
See, now the thing is, what can our politicians who are in power? Now, as a opposing politician, my job is, I keep on...
Today you're opposition, tomorrow you might be in power, then what?
Then what I would do is the same thing that that the late Ravi Naik did, no, is give the police a free hand.
So you think cops are capable?
Yeah, the cops are completely capable.
There are politicians also capable if they want to. What do you say?
Yeah, I can see Pramod Sawant, when he wants to do some things, he does it. I can see a lot of things that that comes from above, from the BJP central command. He implements those things like great. So there he's a great organizer. As far as the police goes, why can't he use that same organizing skill, sit with the police or sit with the entire police force or the head or the DIG, whoever he has to sit with on a regular basis.
Capability is there, you feel?
Yeah.
Will is not there. What is
the cops? I have given on your channel itself, I have given examples and I have taken names of cops and instances where they've done a wonderful job. They've dealt with the complainant well. They have solved a crime or an issue within 2-3 hours. They have dealt with teenagers who have created a problem like they are supposed to be dealt with without being harsh with teenagers. So there are cops who've done great stuff, right? There are cops who've helped accident victims. There is a tourist police in Kalangut who helped somebody recently yesterday. So those stories are there. But
so capability is there.
Capability is there. Okay. It takes some amount of political will to get down and dirty to make things happen, which I think
because
is currently
I don't
lacking.
know. See, Goans have shown, shining all over the world. There are guys who are Goans who are very good abroad. They have done a good job. So I don't believe that Goans in Goa don't have the capacity. Now I know cops personally because when I started off my career, I was a crime reporter. I knew Bosco as a PSI, Umesh Kaunkar all, and I have gone with them. We've gone on like for example beats. We've gone on embedded in the cops. I know the way they were. It's not that not only in Goa, all over India today these guys are SPs and whatever they can. So anyway, before I move on to Pratima, I'm sure she's already looking to attack me on that. I need to take a small break. Keep watching. Welcome back. Yeah, so as I was saying, Pratima, now I know you're a political activist. Political, whatever, attack, defend and all, it's part of your thing. But I would like to be a little more positive here. But you tell me what you feel are the issues that gives a person guts. Like you were talking about, you took up that issue of that Thakur, where he was saying the chief minister is in my pocket. I am very close to Michael Lobo, who the MLA. So what gives people this type of guts to have a gang fight in the middle of the road, to burn cars outside the police station, to fight with the cops when they are trying to enforce this court's orders? What do you think, according to you?
First
because you've seen, I mean, you're a lawyer by profession, plus you're a politician and a political activist by choice. What do you feel?
Let me break the ice, in simple words. there is no fear instilled in the minds of criminals today.
Why?
And why there is no fear? Biran kityak na? Kone gunya kotta? Accuser je monat biran kita na, because he knows that he'll get away. It may be a small, it can be a small assault, for it can be a molestation, or it can be rape or abduction. They know one thing, that fall zale gatle bitor zale 2-3 disan to ek tori investigation officer asta, ayu asta. नाल्यार तो PSI असता हुचे रँकाको तांकां ब्रायब दिलें सगळें केलें ती केस वीक पडटा आनी आपणाक बेल मेळून भायर सरता. सो ते भिरांतूच ना तेंच्या मनांत. आतां दुसरें म्हणटात तें आतां तूं बाब आमचो DIG बॉस्को बाब DIG आशिल्लो तूं आमचो पणजे रिटायर्ड.
No, DIG is all Goa.
No, he was the DIG, yes,
all
but
Goa.
he was posted, means he was in
Headquarters
capital.
is in Goa. Headquarters is in Goa.
Now you tell me, and I will like to make this now on the camera I am saying this. Bosco Bab to DIG जाऊन गेला गोंयचो upright officer ते पाव आणि पोदेर गेले. So you also, I take you with that, तुका उमेश गांवकार जाऊं, Ellen Disa जाऊं, respect. But now you tell me one thing. Is it a lie when Pratima says why these cops are behaving like that? Because now if you go to see Kalangut असले police station थंय transfer तेंका जाय. तिंगा तेंका वचून बसपाक जाय. And Kalangut म्हणल्यार कितें थिंगा सगळे रेप क्रेप्स जावं casinos जावं all illegalities, disco, it goes there, hafta collection. So I have heard that cops have to pay around 3 to 5 crores to go to Kalangut and take the posting. Same goes to Anjuna, same goes to Kankon. No, म्हाका सांग तूं posting घेवपाक हें जायना आसलें. दुसरें म्हणटा तें police म्हणटा तें now you are upright officer न्हू sir, outgoing DIG. Police जॉब जाय तेका. पेरेंट्स पयलेच काडून दवरतात 80 lakhs 1 CR और रेट चलता तेंका भितर घालपाक.
What you expect Bosco to reply to?
So पुलिसांक no, let him say no. So पुलिसांक कितें दिसता, we have no, I'm telling him, and he knows, and he smiles, and his body language is saying a lot. I respect him fully for his work and his upright nature, but he knows it. His smile says it all. Otherwise he would have charged at me, or he would have gone blah blah blah. हांव कितें सांगूं सोदतां तेंकां पुलिसांक न्ही कितें दिसता, when I have been paying my minister or a hafta is been passed on, I have to collect it, so why should I worry? So हे तेंच्या तकलेन जाल्लें आसा. आतां एक प्रशांत ठाकूर, तो ठाकूर म्हणटा राज, पयलीं फोटो मारली तेणें कितें आपूण विरारचो MP आसा प्रशांत ठाकुराचो चलो म्हणून, हो कोण न्ही, हो चव्हाण बिवान खंयचो सोलापूरचो. सेकेंड तेणें कितें सांगलें, victim has given a statement. I was beside the victim and I didn't make a statement. I told victim, I'm giving you courage, you speak. She told, he used to take me in hotels, he used to take me in rooms, he used to rape me, remove the photography, videography, and blackmail me that I have to give 5 lakhs, 2 lakhs, so much so. पायचे सगळे अकाउंट खबर केलो चेडवान, हाऊस पेपर्स व्हरून दिले वयल्यान, आनी कितले तरी वायट केल्लें तें म्हाका सांगूं जायना, बिकॉज इट्स रियली बॅड, आय कांट. इतले तेणें एक्सट्रॅक्ट केलें, आनी वन टॉप ही यूज टू टेल अस, पळय CM आहा पळय, CM म्हजो बोल्सांतलो कोण, प्रमोद सावंत, मायकल लोबो म्हजो सारको दाट. द गर्ल ओनली हेज गिवन द स्टेटमेंट. सो आय वेंट टू म्हापसा पयलें जायना, म्हापसा करून ती 0 FIR करपाकूच जाय आनी धाडूंक जाय मडगांव पात्रांव. 0 FIR करूं ना. सामंत बाब, आय मेट सामंत बाब PI, तेजे पात्यार बसले, आनी फर्स्ट टायम आय एम टेलिंग यू, आय रियली वेंट अप, आय आर्ग्यूड विथ हिम. I said, what is this going on? 0 FIR जालें, तेंकां एक्सपोज करता, सेकंड तुका करता. ते म्हणले ना, तूं चोले काड. हांवें म्हणलें चोले भिल्या, ट्रॉमटायज जालो हा, तो गान घेवन भोंवता, हे फर्स्ट केस न्ही. हांवें ताका मागीर केसीस दाखयल्यो, हांवें वॉट्सॅपाचेर म्हजें दाखयलें सगळें, कितले चेडवांक कितें कितें केलां तें. कोणाक वता अमरावती लग्न जाता म्हणटा, सुहागरात करता मागीर स्टार्ट, आनी कोणाक कितले चेडवांची बली काडल्या न्ही. हांवें वाय कॅनॉट, वाय. देन ही मेड मी अंडरस्टँड दॅट यू गेट द गर्ल, विल टेक द एनजीओ, स्टेटमेंट कोर, हांव कोत्ता. तिंगाय केलें, स्टेटमेंट दिलें, वालोर त्या सामंताक, चोलेक आनी ताच्या फॅमिलीक घेवन तो भोंवलो, विच प्लेसीस शी वॉज टेकन टू डू ऑल दीस. लास्टाक आमकां कोण न्हिलें, हुच्यान फातोर्डा केला म्हणून. लास्टाक केस काडली, फातोर्डा गायली. पूण नेतन आल्मेडान बरें काम केलें, आयोन बरें काम केलें. सच म्हाका पुलिसांनी सांगलें, ही इज टेस्ट इन लोनावला, थिंगा मेवता. आमी इट्स युअर जॉब टू गो एंड गेट. दे वेंट, पुना फायनली ताका दवरला, आतां ज्युडिशियल कस्टडीन घातला.
So my point, this is my point what I was making.
पुलिसांक जाय जाल्यार जाता, where there is a will there is a way.
Now let me take this. This is my point. This has been my point. What I spoke to Francis and what I'm talking to you. The point is that we have to ensure, not only civic society, politicians, political activists, opposition have to ensure. No, interference will be there only, because human beings, whether human beings, there is interference. And Indians are big politicians.
No,
the point is that we have to ensure that the people in power and all the institutions do their job. Okay. Elvis Bab, you have been a GPS officer for a long time. I know, because I have dealt with you that time also, and I have dealt with you in politics. Today you would have been an IAS officer. They are still waiting for you, I think. I know that letters go to you regularly even now. What do you feel? I mean, you can talk as a politician, you can talk as a former thing. What is the scene exactly? Whose fault it is? Or it's not anybody's fault. It just happened. होता तो होता है.
भुरगेपणात चोर पुलीस खेळटाले जाणा.
होय, ऑफ कोर्स.
I don't know.
गुली डंडा also, चोर पुलीस.
आम्ही खेळटा तेन्ना आमचे प्रीडिस्पोजिशन वॉज टू बिकम चोर. ओके. आता आमचे कडेन सारको रियल लायफान एक पुलीस आसा, and real life I don't say chor, but the one who is too frequently at the police station on behalf of some accused or some victim.
Both of them. He's even taken one buffalo to get her arrested.
Yeah.
So
About her as a lawyer.
She's taken victim. Don't misunderstand. It's just to understand the situation. कितें जाता न्हू पळय, एक हायजॅक म्हणून आसता. You know what is hijack? Planes get hijacked. कोण धांवता थिंगा मागीर सोडोवपाक? पुलीस धांवता. आज पुलीस फोर्स हायजॅक जाला. कोणे हायजॅक केला? पॉलिटिकल क्लास जी आसा ताणें त्या पुलीस फोर्साक हायजॅक केला आनी मागीर ते डायरेक्शन दिता कशें पुलीस फोर्सान चलपाचें तें. आतां तुमी परते परते रवी नायक म्हणटा, आय ऑल्सो वूड एग्री, बट आय डोंट थिंक रवी नायक डीड एनीथिंग एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी in that situation. All that he did was, he didn't hijack the police force of that particular time. जे ताणे काम करूंक जाय आनी अजून even today what the police force is required to do.
he allowed them to do.
Allowed means he has to allow them to do, whosoever it is, whether it is Pramod Sawant or anybody for that matter who is at the helm of affairs. They have to be allowed to do
Home
their
Minister
job.
Home Minister.
आज जाता कितें? आज ते करपाक दिना. Now this is not somewhere written that korung dina म्हणून. It is an unwritten rule that ते korung dina तांकां. That is why we have to face these situations. So police captive जाल्या. पयलो हे पुलीस नासले. पुलिसांक एक इंडिपेंडन्स आसताली आनी पुलीस एक्टाचे तो सांगता पळय बॉस्को बाब, ते पुलीस एक्टा प्रमाणे जर वसत जाल्यार कांय प्रॉब्लेम आसूंक जायना. Everybody will play their respective role. What is the job of a chief minister or a home minister is to ensure that they do their job correctly. Supervise, not even supervise, to take account of what is happening, what is the crime graph, कितल्यो crime झाल्या, कितल्यो tackle झाल्या, कितले conviction झाला, कितले prosecution झाला. So हे करपाक जायना.
Going down, no? Why? Because they have only said PSIs and PIs can give challan, so the crime rates have dropped.
No, so
Everything has dropped.
the situation has become such that is it beyond redemption? Also आज प्रश्न येता आमच्या मुखार की instead of things improving, things are even getting worse. आता कालचो एग्जाम्पल पळय मरे, कारण जालें एकटो येता बापायचे फात कशें आनी थिंगा सो ब्रेजनली ही गोज एंड ब्रिंग्स 300 people to conduct an event in an area which he could never have come and nobody could have permitted that activity there.
No, that.
So कोणाक लागून जाता हें?
See, that is not. I don't think that is the police's fault. In fact,
How is
because
it?
the police is there. No.
Listen, let me complete. It's my turn. Wait. Excuse me. What I'm saying is, ही हिम्मत हुंच्यान येता ताका. या अरोराक हुंच्यान हिम्मत येता.
No, that's not a police issue.
No, of course it is a police issue because he has some connection somewhere. He knows that he will be protected. येतो एका दीपन भात्राक खंयच्यान हिम्मत येयली त्या बायलेक गाडयेन पोनाक घालून मारपाक मांद्रे? कशी हिम्मत येता ही? Because he knows somewhere he will be protected. That is why I am saying let the police do the job as per the manual. All things will be straightened up. Everything will be good. If this is not done today, things in Goa can even be worse. Then there is no point even in discussing in anything further.
Okay, now we need to go in for a little longer break. So now what Elvis has spoken about is correct. It's correct from two perspectives. I absolutely agree with him. So I don't know. Let us discuss in the after the break if redemption is possible, redemption not possible. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you and keep watching. I'm Glenn Costa for Story Behind the Story.